This is RJ here in Surry County near the James River, barely a nautical mile from old Jamestown. It's right across the river. Here at the Surry Confederate Memorial that is being reassembled. It was cruelly removed by the woke, carpetbagging scallywags on the county board supervisors who voted to remove this and quickly did it quickly removed it, really with next to no public input. It was given to the SCV Camp. It's being slowly reassembled here with the mechanized cavalry. Really appreciate their efforts. I last saw this just about 6 years ago when it used to be from the courthouse. It was a beautiful scene there. It was the heart and soul, the essence of Surry. It was beautiful. Surry just lost out. It's a huge loss for Surry to remove this beautiful memorial. But it's out here now in this countryside. So not nearly as prominent. People, you gotta really know where it's at to see it, but it is being reassembled. If I was to think of any silver lining, trying to be positive, at least it's not in storage. So little bit by little, the county didn't help at all with the cost or anything. In fact, locals here, they had to foot the entire bill. The county didn't pay for anything to remove this. How despicable and cruel that was. It's comprised of many different parts. I've been trying to pay attention and follow the progress over a period of time. And they actually have installed about at least three quarters of the parts so far. So very impressive. I heard that this was very roughly handled when it was being removed. There was just next to no effort. County, the only thing the county did is disassemble it. They required the SCV and locals to do everything else, to transport it on them by themselves and everything. And I heard the wrecking or demolition removal crew was just callous, and you can see the aftermath, the effects right here, how these parts that have been severely damaged. I don't remember any of this. It wasn't like this when I last saw it at the courthouse about 6 years ago. I heard it was damaged, but hopefully these can be repaired to a point, and at least the substantial part of it is here. But it's quite an undertaking to be able to put something like this together. These things are very, of course, extremely heavy. So these parts right here still need to be assembled. I was just talking to Mike today, who was planning to come back out here and adding another part. Someday this will be eventually dedicated. There are some stipulations of this being placed here. It's supposed to be available to the public. Right now it is on private property. But it's supposed to be made available to the public at some point. And also supposed to represent all soldiers from the war. There's a statue on top. I don't know where that's at. It's probably elsewhere. I'm sure it's elsewhere in storage. The other large central piece that they'll have to move over here, which is the heaviest piece, the main body of it, is right over here. That we through life may not forget to love the thin gray line. Back when they used to have love, back when they didn't want to forget. This generation, shallow, narrow-minded, biggest they are, they want to forget. They don't have any love in their hearts. It's dedicated to the Confederate soldiers of Surry County. On this side, American Confederate battle flag, representing the citizen soldiers, the locals who answered the call and did their duty serve and protect and defend their homes and their families. And this was not erected by the United Daughters Confederacy, as so many of them are. This is actually by an association, a memorial association. It could have been anybody who just started an association. Erected by the Confederate Memorial Association of Surry back in 1909. So that will have to be placed here on top of the pedestal that's in the background. So I'm very appreciative of the mechanized cavalry who's done so much to this, the landowners here, and the pickets who are here, and SCV, everybody who's taken part of this. After all, this is not a UDC one, so they're not involved in this particular one as they are in many others. But slowly but surely, this coming together. So here in this rural area here in Surry County, a few miles from the Surry County Courthouse where it used to be. Here you go.